Like this video and subscribe right now, or else. How I imagined alcohol's taste in childhood. How it actually tastes. Me watching OpenAI lose $14 billion in 2026. Karens when a 16-year-old fast food employee makes a simple mistake, I must break you. So it's okay for them to intimidate me, and it's not okay for me to believe in myself and fight back. F you're tight, I whisper as I do my monthly budget and realize it's in my best financial interest to file a yesterday. Me, eating my white shirt, let me taste it. Me, eats the bad things on the plate first and the best things last. My mom, why do you do that? Me, it's the law. I just came back from the doctors and they told me I'm very sick. Sick of everyone's bullshit. How it feels texting someone with their active status turned off. I'm fighting for what's right, only when it's convenient. When a rumor turns out to be true but you have to act shocked. When you're in the middle of a boss fight and you pause to figure out why you're losing. I wanted to get my babe some flowers but she's into real estate so I bought, you know how much B Haaland, you can't even buy him in FPL, the joke too much for your IQ. Nobody, G vegans whenever you inform them that they are still meat eaters. How you feel after a 6-hour nap dehydrated and cannot remember who you are. Flight attendant, yachts, deaf passengers. Me chilling an NPC out of spite. Me after progressing in the game realizing that NPC was important because it was about to give me a clue for moving to the next level. Me looking at which cupcake to take at the cookout. My brain watching my pen take over. Only geniuses wet the bed. People over 35 when it hits 9 PM. My dog, actual dog food, this is brilliant, dirt, but I like this. Official MLP comic, what did Twilight mean by this? Well she still is a dragon, they are naturally aggressive, perhaps warring is in their makeup, excuse me. No one, that one person. McDonald's needs a Happy Meal for moms. This is obviously clickbait, click. My genuine reaction when someone talks to me and I say what and they reply with nothing. Trying to fix my sleep schedule but the world is so nice and quiet from 12 to 5 AM. The 40+ hour work week would make more sense if we were all immortal and didn't need to sleep but even the Twilight vampires chose to relive the torture of high school forever instead of working a full-time job. Thought this was Bert from Sesame Street, I need coffee. I just want a car that is 0% computer. Andrew Tate when it's time to fight a guy who can't punch for she and not a bunch of women. Me driving to work realizing I gotta do this for another 15 years. Dating a girl is fun until she starts biting your arm, or until she cheats on you with your best friend on Thursday, October 7th, 2019 at 6:40 PM. January 30th. Iron Lung, Melania. Birth, I'm going to accomplish great things in life, Seth. How do I fix this piece of shit car? Sorry I'm late guys, the sitter called in sick. The he has no money hold. I bet he's thinking about other guys. So, how do I stop eating chips and salsa? Do they run out or do I lie first, or what? Winnie the Pooh before Gen Alpha. Winnie the Pooh after Gen Alpha. Morning bunny, hey boo I have got something to show you, don't screenshot it, and don't open it in front of your parents. It's healthy and good for you to wake up at 2 PM and play video games for 12 hours straight. Me buying my motorcycle a cover for rain but every time I use it no rain. Me, now I will not use it tonight like it will rain today. LMAO, rains the whole night. Me, the risk I took was calculated, but man, am I bad at math. I have been living my life with a series of failures. When the friend that's been bullshitting through life gives you advice. 1. Wait for it to get better. 2. Wait for it to get better. 3. Wait for it to get better. 4. Wait for it to get better. Born to frolic, forced to labor. Getting 3 jobs so Miney Tikakimori Chud can game and schizo post all day like a lioness hunting for her lion. Trump in his speeches, Greenland is Iceland. When you sleep at somebody else's house and you're the first to wake up, do these people not eat breakfast? Me charging my phone 2 minutes before I go anywhere like it's gonna make a difference. Some read, some watch, some play, but we all think reality lacks. The mini heart attack you get when you suddenly can't find any of these. With the current RAM shortage, maybe it's time to cash in my portfolio. YouTube video promising 5-minute crafts, me still cleaning glue off my hands an hour later. When you listen to New Noise by Refused, everyone would say it reminds them of The Bear, but it reminds me of Fight Like Hell. Nobody loves you until you have money. Even me, I don't like myself when I don't have money. In the 2010s, the Icelandic TV station Channel 2 accidentally added subtitles from The Sopranos to an episode of Teletubbies. I know you were my mother-in-law's role. My tongue, that one kernel stuck between my tooth. Other people's 2026. Baby, let's go out for dinner then catch a movie. My 2026. Buy another lens. Doctor, so here's your new prescription. Me, cool, does it have any side effects, doctor? When you're trying to sleep with the TV on and the TV gets interesting. Waiters see this and think it's the best time to ask how the food is. LinkedIn, someone just viewed your profile. Also LinkedIn, when I see who's viewed my profile. I hope nobody sees me eating alone and feels sorry for me. I'm genuinely having time of my life. Me in my online class where I'm forced to take a quiz while being recorded and my user parents are arguing in the next room. Character's design is so good they had to purposely make her uglier in later shows to try to stop viewers and the internet from over her. Is Gwen the only cartoon character this has happened to? All they did was make her older. Friends getting married, friends having kids, me wasting my time she posting on the internet for people just as depressed as me. How old movies look at you on a cold rainy day. Americans, when a foreigner says it's just a word in their language. Pre-ordering a game because it looks cool and is actually promising. Little to none launch content with more content coming as a battle pass or DLCs. Me getting my oil changed, mechanic. We also noticed that, me. When you tell a funny story to your mom and it turns into a lecture. I just wanted to make you laugh. This happens all the time. Average AI fan. Average Photoshop enjoyer. Me, I'm going to go to bed early tonight and get a full 8 hours of sleep. Also me at 2 AM. I gotta figure out my entire life right now. Always use original product. Nice try, mom. You will graduate, you will get that degree, you will get the hell out of that school. Thanks, human. America, if we don't prevent another nuclear arms race, all that remains of America is the overwhelming evidence of its failure. Psychopaths, serial killers, autistic people after pursuing anthropology and sociology. LinkedIn Park, applied so hard and got so far, but in the end I wasn't even hired. Did you ever hear the tragedy of that one kid who swung on their chair and lied? It's not a story the assembly would teach you. Shout out to software that exists for both Windows and Linux for real. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. Oh hey, a new 52 minutes, oh god. 52 minutes was considered a comically long amount of time for a YouTube video to be in 2015. Rick Astley will let you borrow any movie from his Pixar collection except one. Australia warns Putin we have emus and we aren't afraid to use them. Me, miss how much longer for the food at table 27, waitress, but you're at table 9, me, I know I'm just curious. Roblex's moderation, Nintendo's moderation, Airport's moderation, Steam's moderation. Literally no one gets to choose, literally nothing, literally everything. Everyone is complaining about how hard it is to find new music because of how good AI slop music has become, but I haven't heard any of it. Realization. I cast popcorn in your teeth you can feel with your tongue but not your finger. Glad my room is to the left. For some reason the right side of this hotel floor doesn't sound peaceful. Sorry I'm late, roads were bad. If I ever see this again I swear to effing God, I will stop being so polite. Get the F out of my sight before I demolish you. Emma Stone and her second Oscar, Looney Tunes a background. Procrastinate now, panic later. ChatGPT-5 is going to take over the world. GPT-5. My child wants breakfast. I give him 8 choices for breakfast. He wants none of these choices. He asks for a cereal he has never asked for in 7 years. I do not have said cereal. He does not like toast. He liked toast yesterday. When will this end? Finally achieves financial stability. Wife files for divorce. Of course, most certainly, unquestionably, for sure. Grand Theft Auto 6, 2026. Americans drinking Diet Coke after eating 3 cheeseburgers and a basket of fries. Fitness is my passion. Why does this pic look like Jesus suggested they split the bill evenly and dudes were not having it? Okay, let's roll February 2026. Let the world know Kim Jong-un Jr. is born. House market doesn't look bright, so I try to think hypothetical solutions. I get a few good ideas. Mun workout and I learn economics are not that simple. Mun workout and I learn economics are not that simple. The morning after you sleep in your makeup. My parents beat me and I turned out just fine. Is that why you're 60 years old and fantasize about children? When you ask God something impossible, then you actually get it. I told you not to go through my phone. Now look at you, all hurt and she. TikTok users, the Chinese spies algorithm. Me on Valentine's Day. January to September. October to December. Me watching a 20-minute redstone tutorial and the door finally opens. My god, I get it. Well, look who's trying to end an argument by giving me food. If you think that's gonna work, you're absolutely right. Me, I'm having such a good time. Brain, sure would luck if you get it with a low mood and go non-verbal and come off as rude and uninterested in your friends. Me, softly, don't. My boyfriend fell asleep in the living room, so I went to the room and fell asleep. Tell me why this MF was up at 5 AM standing at the foot of the bed with the blanket wrapped around him in the dark talking about why you left me in there by myself. I almost pied myself. Me staying away from the drama but close enough to get all of the tea. Did you pray for a safe flight? No, a bumpy one. Immovable object, unstoppable force, physics. This is why our generation knows how to fall and get back up. How I look at someone who walks in when I forget to lock the bathroom door. Absolutely no one. Me to my alarm every morning. You haven't listened to a single word I have said, have you? What a weird way to start a conversation. My girlfriend asking me what's her favorite color. Me with only wrong answers. You'll ever feel like your mouth is stupid but your mind is smart, like you're intelligent but you can't express it when you're speaking. Raid my setup, Super Mario Bros. Batman is technically a furry and so is his cat girlfriend. Change my mind. When you remember you graduated from college before ChatGPT existed. Me. So my husband. First grader. You have a husband. Me. I do the whole time you have known me. First grader. Oh, I always thought you were feral. Me. Do you mean single? First grader. Whatever the word is that you use for stray cats. Me. When I give fellow students pirated PDFs of textbooks so they don't gotta buy them. It ain't much but it's honest work. Going to sleep early so tomorrow is better. Staying up late doing absolutely nothing. Contact dealer. Hello, my car wants me to buy pills. Bugs when you lift up a rock. No matter what rule is rule. 2026 is gonna be the year everything goes back to normal, the world right now. My therapist. You tend to pursue damaged people to try and fix them. Me. You do that too. Therapist. Listen here you little she. Hey, how does $800 sound? I can do $865. Off a cent. I'm going to be transparent with you. I have early onset dementia and I genuinely don't remember making that offer. I think these jeans are ugly and I'm not willing to pay for them. Have a good life. God knows I won't. Me reading the empty package of 20 cookies I just ate. About 20 servings per container. Serving size. 2 cookies. How I feel when people tell me you are a very strong woman. When your dad caught you looking at feet on the internet. I see. Just don't let it become a fet. Guy. You can call me Colgate. Girl. Why? Guy. Because 9 out of 10 dentists recommend you in your mouth. Friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, best friend. Only the high resolution full color backlit display with various advanced features TI Inspire CX to CAS calculator has no end. Amazing. Awesome, but it will end soon. 14-year-old me learning that there's an infinite amount of numbers, but there's also an infinite amount between 1 and 2. 30 minutes 10 kilometers. 60 minutes 5 kilometers. Here's your order. I hear you listening to Skrillex lol. Bet it smells like F in there. Not very professional of you man, I'm reporting this. Whatever you say stinky. She was always there. Peekaboo analysis and theory. Headphones making a weird noise, I should troubleshoot. Punch them and throw them at a wall. Still hear the noise. It's my pulse. In the movie Inception, Leo had a wife the same age as him, proving the entire thing was a dream. Calls you boss, real smile, cares about you, healthy kebab. Today I learned an orangutan in San Diego Zoo kept escaping his enclosure so that he could walk around the zoo and look at the other animals as well as throw feces at his ex-enclosure mate that he didn't like. OMG, here's a picture of him flipping someone off. Hey, are you sleeping? Yes. What happened to that t-shirt you had 10 years ago? I don't remember throwing it away. Charging a fee to pay a bill online when there isn't a way to pay in person or with cash is a scam. In the mid-90s this was so outrageous you would be invited to daytime talk shows. Tina says she's had sex with 30 to 50 men. You see a spider on the floor. Panic. It is just a hairball. Calm. It starts moving like a spider. Panic. Point of view. You're getting fired from your Waffle House job. You failed to tank a railgun blast. You're too darn weak. Dude who delivered the pizza 10 minutes early. Uber driver that didn't speak the entire ride. 5 stars. 9 months before I was born I went to a party with my dad and left with my mom. Interesting how every January some crazy shit happens at the same time. A lot of corporations have to release their annual earnings. Fox News. Your grandparents. My AirPods when they sense the one oxygen molecule. Power off. Are you coming to bed? I can't. This is important. What? Someone is wrong on the internet. My manager. Do you have anything to add to this meeting? Me. All I have are negative thoughts. Started from the bottom and somehow I was able to get lower. On today's episode of Being a Parent, I told my 2-year-old I need privacy and she says me too, let's have that together.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.